A giant against the minnows!
Oh yeah!
As long as two of us are alive, we're still okay. Apocalypse. Toss. That did cause trouble. That, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is over. To get that self-righting mechanism working, this is a brilliant heat final.
From Conway, Apollo, Flipper.
Previous winners Apollo are back with a new lineup, and this time it's a family affair.
I decided to bring my brother along for the ride. He's a professional robot builder, so bringing in his expertise should make Team Apollo a competitive team once again.
You've been wheeled in, jazz hands aside, to get Apollo back on form.
Yeah, this is the difficult third album. You know, we've got to come back and prove ourselves.
It's fantastic to be team captain of your older brother. Growing up throughout the years, he's always been the boss, telling me what to do, and I've always been given the hand-me-downs throughout the years. So now he's got to listen to me, he's got to stand there and watch me drive the robot, and you better get used to it.
Apollo will be facing...
Robotics, stand by.
Come on! What was that? I don't know.
Look at the little cluster bots. Do they have any chance against Apollo? Apollo lost its crown in the last series. That's why Dave brought in brother Alan, one of the best roboteers in the country. And Apollo trying to flip one of those tiny little cluster bots up into the air while Apocalypse, by and large, stays out of trouble.
I don't know how you're supposed to fight those things.
Knowles loving it in the judge's booth. Apocalypse goes into the corner control zone, needs to get out of there. Wearing one of Mike's famous hats in what controls the swarm.
Is it weapon working?
No.
What?
I haven't got
No axe?
Are they too lightweight really to cause any damage? It's difficult to see how they can survive. They won't survive like that. And Apollo with a mighty flip. And Shaquille is into play as well. And the swarm bees around a wasp. The honeypot belongs to Apollo and Apocalypse on the evidence thus far. And Apollo wants to take on Apocalypse and nearly got flipped up. Apocalypse with the grabbing arms. Apollo comes back and does the flipping damage there. Look at that huge amount of CO2 venting from Apollo. Such a powerful flipper. Look at the focus of Dave Young at the controls of Apollo. Apocalypse nearly into orbit, now on the flame pit. Shaquille pincers at the ready.
Not where we want to be, not where we want to be.
Ed Wallace needs to get Apocalypse out of there. Where are they going now? Apocalyptic visions lie ahead.
Just stay alive.
Apollo comes in on one of the little swarm buzzers. And I don't think it'll be buzzing for very long. Apollo with that huge 100mm bore full pressure ram with 5 tons of force. A giant against the minnows!
Oh yeah, it's out over the screen, well done.
It flew! It literally flew! They're still out there fighting away. Ian Watts, young Sam is out there as well.
We're actually on fire now.
But look at the gaze once again. The Apocalypse boys seem to be finished.
Oh, it's on the bloody pit.
Apocalypse is on the flame pit and certainly has been immobilised earlier, I would think, than the swarm minnows. A couple of them are still out there fighting though. As long as 2 are okay, they're still alive. Down goes the dial of doom. Down goes the pit. We've yet to see the fog of war brought into play. We will do, I'm sure. Chase me, chase me, chase me, chase me towards the pit.
Who did that?
Me.
Oh dear. It was a great tactic. Until then. Oh dear.
All right.
Apollo the most effective. We thought that would be the case. The cluster bot tactics. Keep apart. Make them chase. As long as 2 of us are alive, we're still okay. Apocalypse. Tossed. Turn. tormented, tortured. Out that one went a long way out. Boom, boom, out of the room.
Dave Allen and Robot Apollo now join Behemoth in the semi-finals. A huge relief for the brothers.
I actually said before I went, I think this is the most nervous in this fight that I've ever been, because this is a brand new Apollo, brand new drive system. We haven't checked anything, we haven't really tested it that much, so that was the first test in the arena.
Oh yeah, it's out over the screen, well done.
It's a completely different combination of team this year. Instead of going for the boy band, we've gone for the expertise and someone slightly awkward instead.
Are you awkward, Alan?
Am I awkward? I don't know how to reply to that.
It can be a bit awkward like that sometimes, but that's also going to have its downfalls where older and younger brother, sometimes we might clash. There might be a few arguments in the pit.
3, 2, 1.
Remember, Apollo have had a round out. They're well rested. Sabretooth have had 2 big battles so far. Apollo on the attack. Big power. Getting in underneath Sabretooth, and again, nearly flipping it for the second time. Driving Sabretooth into the CPZ. Sabretooth, we've seen the remarkable driving ability of Gabriel Stroud, so determined in the Sabretooth team. And look, leading Apollo a merry dance, trying to avoid that flipper. And Apollo flipped himself, of course, self-right. Shremet, self-righting mechanism. Oh! A miss by Apollo as they went to flip it out of the arena.
I'm trying.
Sabretooth grimly determined there.
Sabretooth's fighting for his life here, isn't it?
But they're up against it right now, against Apollo. Even though this is the first heat, emerging as one of the strong favourites for this series of Robot Wars.
Robot, no!
Out comes Dead Metal. Oh! Sabretooth is in the grip. Can he get away now? Such a good driver, so knowledgeable about robots, about what it takes to win in the arena, but can his machine win against the redoubtable Apollo? Oh, flip up and fly over the top of Apollo. This is a really terrific battle going on. That could be decisive. Oh, I think the drum has stopped working. The controls have gone down. That expensive drum really hasn't done the damage they thought it would be.
Come here, little robot.
Sabretooth, Toothless! Next showing. More steely. They're trying to think to get to the dial of doom there, Sabretooth, but they missed it badly. Now what can they do? Get off that flipper. Again, into reverse, spinning away. Oh, they're out! 1 split second, 1 lapse in concentration, 1 Robot Wars campaign over. But not for Apollo. Waited for the moment, took the moment.
Cease.
You let down the guard and they just punish you.
Yeah. Next one.
They're feeling very confident now.
Wow, they're good. They're very good.
Come here.
Let's have a group hug. Come on.
There you can see the danger of the flipper. Sabretooth pirouetting balletically once, twice. In the end, all that damage had to take its toll. Apollo did have big misses, and they'll have to work on that as the series goes on. That could have caused trouble. That did cause trouble. That, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is over and out.
Come on, will you? Jeez. Okay.
We got stuck, but we can't see around the corner, and Dead Metal was doing something to us.
The audience, did you like that?
Nice work. Very, very good. Lovely stuff.
Are you feeling confident about this competition?
A little bit now. I think Sabretooth was one of the biggest threats in the heat, so
Yeah.
I know we've got whoever's going to be next, potentially Behemoth or the Swarm. Neither of them are going to cause massive amount of damage to us, so yeah, we've got a good chance now. Confidence is slowly building now, so potentially, yeah, I think we're starting to feel there. I think the safe money should be on us at the moment.
Apollo.
This ex-champion has come back from a disappointing performance last year and has been able to reclaim bragging rights as one of the most ferocious flippers in Robot Wars history.
It's a fantastic help that Alan's on the team now. He's seen Apollo for the last couple of years and gone, now it's my chance to get my mark on Apollo and develop it to be the fantastic robot that it is this year.
With Apollo firing on all cylinders and the young family pride at stake, can they make the most of their return to form and claim victory in this heat final?
Robotics, stand by.
Could be a very, very close battle.
3, 2, 1.
Apollo is the faster machine. Apollo will try and get the flipper underneath Behemoth. Behemoth should be able to self-right, but will this be over very quickly because they're in the CPZ? And Sekililon is in there and means business. Oh, well done. And Pritchard getting them out of danger, but only momentarily. Can they sustain this sort of damage, this sort of assault, this sort of aggression from the Apollo boys who are really flying? The floor spikes have been mended, thanks very much for taking the money out of my pocket for that. Apollo now chasing Behemoth across the arena floor. Ooh, a little bit edgy. On the side of Behemoth to the Apollo. Oh, we're gonna have a massive upset here. The Dial of Doom is released.
Can't see a thing. Self-right. They've hit some cracks. Self-right.
Can they self-right? They need to very, very quickly. They have done. Into reverse. Straight onto the flipper of Apollo.
Oh, so close.
Very nearly the end of Behemoth, but into the side wall of the arena only. Behemoth backing through the spikes. More luck than judgment there, I feel, but they really are causing problems for Apollo, and Apollo needs to self-right there on the flame pit. Can they do? Yes, they have got enough supply to get that self-righting mechanism working. This is a brilliant heat final.
Get behind him, get behind him, get behind him.
It's nip and tuck so far. Again, the attack of Apollo, trying to get in underneath Behemoth. They need to dodge the pin. Apollo are down! Apollo are down! Smash down Apollo! Behemoth, the greatest moment in 20 years! 20 years of hurt and grief! End with few celebrations and frustration for Apollo. You're in there, you're not going to get out now, Apollo.
That's the best I've ever seen Behemoth perform. That was absolutely brilliant.
I have to say, from the start there, I did not expect that.
Yeah, that way. That way.
Certainly early on in the fight, Apollo were on top. Look at the lift on the flip from Apollo. This comes crunching down into the grip of the house robot when both machines. Up it went. If that had been a foot and a half to the left, they'd have been out. But they hit the arena side wall and stayed in. Behemoth had worked their way on top, and that was the killer blow. Who'd have thought it? Behemoth, heat winners, at last.
What a battle. What a fight.
Unbelievable. Two of the toughest, most battle-hardened robots in the competition. Apollo clearly ended up not exactly where you wanted. And you gave it a good bash, you really did.
Yeah, to be honest, I think for the most part of that fight, we were all over them. And then it was just curtains from then, and we had a nice slide across the arena into the pit.
A little run and a final flurry in.
Yeah.
Oh, well, listen, you've been great. Thank you so much.
No, I just hope everyone enjoyed the fight.
Did you enjoy it? They enjoyed it. That's the main thing. You always bring colour. We love it.
I'm going to ask you exactly the same question, because I know what the answer is. Ant, did you enjoy that?
I did very much so, yes.
How long has that been?
That's 19 years in the waiting, that is.
19 years
Yes.
for you to win a final.
Our first time out, we got through to we won our heat final.
Yeah.
And then we've been waiting ever since.
It was 19 years in the making, but it was a brilliant win and a great fight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for Behemoth.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Well done.
That's it for tonight. Congratulations to Behemoth, who go through to our grand final. But from all of us here, good night.
Good night.